Yeah, fine. So, okay, so just what we'll do, we'll go through the installation. After installation, we'll see basic commands, then we'll come back to the architecture part. Fine. Just here in the last session, we have seen very brief introduction part we have seen, and we discussed like how to install Postgres on Windows. But normally we need to work on Linux environment. So actually, once the VM is ready, once the system team creates the VM machine, so then we can verify the drives, everything are okay or not, the memory, CPUs, everything. After that, we can start installation. For example, here this is my CentOS machine is there, and I have connected to the machine through mobile extern. Let me just close this. This is the machine I have created with VMware. You can also download the software. You can also install. This is CentOS. If I go to terminal, here we are working regularly with command window. So we can see the host name. This is the host name dot local domain, means this machine host name, and we can see the IP. This is the IP address of this machine, or like IP config is there
Sir,
in. Yeah,
sir, sorry to interrupt you.
yeah,
Sir,
yeah.
actually, I'm not able to see the screen. Can you please see?
Uh-huh. Okay, I will share again. Just
Yes, sir. Now I am able to see.
no,
Thanks,
yeah,
sir.
okay, okay, thank you. Yeah, just just we are checking the details of the server. We can see the network. We can check like IP config is there in Windows. Here we have IF config. Like different options are there. We have this is the IP address of this machine. In the same way, normally we have this host file is there. Uh, the host file, like here in Windows also we have host file, right? So where we can update the host name, we can bind with the IP. So here also same thing, we have host file is there, cat is what to display the file. Okay, so this is the IP address of this host machine. We can rename this, we'll see later. Okay, host we can rename. Right. In the same way, what are the drives are there? What here generally we are calling as LUNs actually. We have different options, so we are displaying the drives actually. So this is the root, only one drive is there, like C drive, like slash, okay, here, which is a root drive or LUN. So just 17 GB, I think 20 GB are provided, available 6 GB. We can create, while creating the machine, we can mention the size, or now we can add the additional uh, drives also, additional mount points also. Okay, so just remember like we have only like C drive, for example, in Windows. Okay, so we have one temp folder is there. We can go to, let's say we'll go to temp folder. I will create one folder, softwares. There we can copy the files. We can install Postgres. Before that, say just here instead of working directly here, what we can do, we can copy the IP address of this machine. This is your IP address of the machine. So we can connect to this machine for easy working. We have putty software is there. I think I have not installed. As well as like we have mobile xterm is there, which is a free tool. Normally in real time, whenever we are taking the RTP through safeguard or some tool, right? PAM tool. Putty window is open by default. But we can copy the connection string for the server. We can open in any tool. Okay, this is like one of a free tool, is it? So here we can take the session SSH. Just paste the IP address of that thing, maybe not copied. Okay, the IP address of the machine is, yeah, this is the IP address. If you see here 192.168.1.146. Okay, IP address by using which user you want to connect. If you want, we can specify. Okay. Now say login as root I am taking and root user password. Now here, now we are in that machine. Okay, we have connected successfully to the Linux box. Okay, so that's the same way, like here are same commands we can run here, but here copy pasting everything will be easy for us. Some additional commands are there with this terminal, okay, tool. Right. Uh, we can verify here like what is the OS we are using in this VM machine. Cat etc OS release. We can see CentOS stream. Okay, CentOS stream, which is Enterprise Linux 9 or CentOS stream 9. Okay, 9 version. Right. Okay. So after that, say, let me clear the screen. Yeah. So next, like we can check how many drives are there. Okay. We have only one drive. Later we'll see how to create what multiple drives. So now let me create one folder. Let me go to temp. Yeah. ls is there to list what the folders. Okay. So yeah, like dir command is there in Windows, right? Here we have ls command. We can list in a particular format like order, with size, something also with this with hyphen some options, LRTL, something options are there. Uh, Now say like here, these are the this is one folder is there. Means these are the files are there in which directory, temp directory. One folder is there already, softwares folder, just I have created. And if you see the green symbol, it's meaning that permission is there to everyone, like will grant, right? Permission. Okay. So now let me go to that folder. Okay. Right now we are in which uh, present working directory we can check here. Okay. Right now we are in which folder, which location. Let me check here any files are there. Here some files are there, but these are not related to our Postgres. These are related to some WebLogic or something. So what I will do, let me copy the files here, our PostgreSQL, okay, software files here. Okay, so let me, I think we can use hyphen F actually. So let me check here. Okay, the folder is empty now. Okay, this is the location of the folder, present working directory. Okay, so now here let me copy the software files. Already we have seen we can download the software here from okay, postgres.org. Okay, go to downloads, Linux environment, right? Yeah, Red Hat RHEL. Okay, But already we have seen if you have, let's say in your laptop while practicing, let's say we have internet is there. So then what we can do, we can directly run these commands. For example, I want to install Postgre 15 version. Okay, platform is what? 9, right? RHEL 9, X64, yes. So we can run these commands here directly to continue the installation process. But
Sir,
normally,
one
yeah, yeah, yeah,
sir, one doubt is there. Actually, like DBC upon database utility, creation utility, what we are using now, same like we can use from mobile extreme here also, like that to install the Postgres database with the graphical with the help of mobile extreme
yeah, yeah, we can install. Yeah,
by
only we
exporting
need
a
to,
display. Yeah,
yeah,
by
display,
exporting a
correct,
display. Yeah,
correct.
yeah, yeah, yes. Okay, sir.
Okay,
Okay.
right, right. I think just see here like some basic commands like we know, right? In Windows also command prompt. Right, Praveen Mahesh, don't get any confusion. Like we know already, like CD means to change to, if we know, right, already these commands, yeah. So, uh, let's say already have one folder is there. We can create the folder, make directory, some name. If you want, we can grant the permissions here. Okay, let me copy the software here. I think already I have downloaded. Hmm, 15, anyone. Uh, 15. We can download from here. Let me go to here. Yeah, here we have seen, right? Like we can download from direct download option is here. From here we can download which version we need, RPMs. Okay, suppose let's say you want to install 15. Then we can select here RHEL 9 X86 64. Okay, very small files. Actually, so many utilities are there. Basically, to run the server, yeah, issue was there with charging. Okay, let's we continue. Basically, say like here in my V15, we have like, let me share the screen. Okay. Yeah, you can see the screen, right? Yes, right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Check here, like actually while downloading, we are selecting, right, to which version you want to install the PostgreSQL. Let's say RHEL 9 already have some RPMs here. We can, yeah, install by using these RPMs. Otherwise, you can download. Mainly, we need this PGDG. One file is there. Then we need country which has all the some utilities related to Postgres. Libs is the library files and the main server. Okay, so just let me place here version 15. Actually, for upgrading, I have downloaded both 15 and 15.9. Let me just take it separately. Yeah, these are see, like four files are required actually. Actually, server is the one which is compulsory. Libs and country, these are the compulsory. But for full installation, better to install what these four RPMs. Okay, as recommended. Right. Let me copy this into the server. Right here, if you go to SSH browser, so here I want to copy in which location, temp folder, software directory. It is empty. Now let's say I will upload to current folder. Okay, so all the four files I'm selecting. Yeah, just here it is very fastly it has uploaded small files actually. Now if you see here ls, okay, the four files are available. Okay, one option is there. We can install one by one file. Okay, otherwise we can run the setup like by saying Postgres 15. Automatically, the yum installer will take the files in the required sequence. Okay, no need to get confused like first this or that. Directly we can run the setups here by using yum install -y Postgres SQL 15 star, right? So means like just I'm mentioning the up to here portion of the file names. Actually, -y is optional. It will ask, do you want to continue this? Do you want to continue this? For example, so if you don't want to say yes, yes, yes in the middle, so I'm saying
Sir,
-y. Yeah, yes, Pankaj.
sir, sorry to interrupt you. For installation, there is no particular sequence-wise RPM we need to install. Like Oracle, we need to install like sequence-wise. Here is there is nothing like sequence.
No sequence is there actually. First, we can install libs if one means
Okay, okay,
if you want to do installation separately like this.
okay,
Then this one, then server, then country like that.
okay, 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 okay.
Only this document is there. I will share with you. Right. Right. Okay. So just remember we are running the setup here. Okay. By using yum installer. So check here like once you run the setup, it starts the installation process. So yeah, it is showing here like you can see the sequence also how it is installing here. Pankaj. Yeah. We can do the same
Yes, sir.
installation. Yeah. So it is saying very fastly like the installation has been completed successfully. Check it. These are the components it has installed. Contrib, pgtg plus our server plus some libraries, some additional files. This is actually one of a prerequisite. What we'll do, we'll ask our system team to install these prerequisites before proceeding our installation normally in real time. We'll share you that list of prerequisites. Mainly, this is one of a prerequisite. Fine. Check here like installation success complete. It is saying installation is completed. Now what we can do, like if I go to uh, generally like we have like folders are created automatically. If I go to here, uh, different folders are there. In the user directory, one folder is created. This we have not initialized still the cluster. That's why slash user, uh, then PG hyphen 15. Here one directory is created here, but this is the default location of PostgreSQL binaries. Okay, slash user PG, the version number. Now, sir, we can check here what are the folders are there, subfolders are there. Yeah, bin is there. So here the binaries are there. See here, okay, like init db to initialize the cluster, like drop user, create user. All these binaries we can use while working. Okay, PSQL we know already, command prompt utility, like index maintenance, all those, yeah, binaries are there here. Some processes are there, postmaster, we'll see. Just remember till now what we have done, we have installed the binaries only. We have not initialized the cluster, means we have not uh, created the cluster still. Means once we create the cluster, then the databases all are created. Okay, still we have installed the software. Means by using this software, if want to install two instances, PostgreSQL instances, so with the same binaries, we can install one more cluster. Multiple clusters we can install with same binaries. Or we can use different set of binaries also. Like in SQL Server, we have its own exe files plus databases, right? That is one set. So means what here only exe files are ready now. Still, like we have not initialized the cluster. Once we initialize the cluster, it's meaning that the instance is ready. Okay, so this is the locations here, where the binaries are created. Anyhow, we'll discuss this all the in detail about each folder. Okay, where the what binaries are there. Again, in bin folder, what are the subfolders are there. So now, sir, till now we have done the installation of binaries. Now to start working with the PostgreSQL instance, now we have to initialize the cluster. Okay, so once we initialize the cluster, then the databases, default databases are created. All the database related directories, right? So like wall files, log files, all those are created once we initialize the cluster. Before initializing the cluster, we can create users here for Postgres. Now check here, just we have installed binaries, right? If want to see whether Postgres user is there or not. So it is showing already Postgres user is there. That's why this step is optional. No need, if we want to create user, we can create the user. So otherwise, means before initialization, before installation, if you want, you can create it. Otherwise, no need. This by default Postgres user is created automatically. Okay, with the same group name Postgres. Right. Now we can skip this user add command, means like this is what to add a new user in Linux. Normally, before initializing the cluster, always it's best practice to place data files in one drive, wall file in separate drive. As a best practice in real time, same thing like how we'll place right our database file separately. Otherwise, we can place all in one location also. So let me just what I will do. I will create one directory. Uh, Actually, in the root directory, I will go to root here. We can create Postgres also. Okay, no problem. Just 1 second. Okay. So here I'm creating Postgres in that subdirectory pg data. Okay, directory is ready. In the same way, means like see hyphen p means like whatever the path we are mentioning here, the same folders are created. First, it will create this main folder. In that subfolder, in that like what how many folders will mention, all the folders are created. After that, here like let me will grant the permission means we are making here see ch on. I'm making Postgres as a owner, okay, for this folder as well as all the subfolders. We can mention the group name also. Its group name is same Postgres. Okay, permissions we are granting actually by using what ch on. Owner. We are making owner Postgres as a owner for this folder. Same thing, we can make owner for log folder also, log directory also. Fine. Now here like binaries are ready. Postgres user is already exist and we have created some folders and we have make the Postgres as a owner. Now we need to initialize the cluster now. So while initializing the cluster, if you are not mentioning the data file path log file locations, it will initialize in the default location by creating the databases. If you mention explicitly, means like either data file or both, the data the Postgres cluster or instance is created in that folder. Means what? Binaries are there here in slash user slash PostgreSQL, right? But all the database files, logs, all are created in this folder. Once we initialize the cluster by mentioning this folder path.
Sir, here you are input 2 times Postgres username, na sir.
Correct. This is the username. This is the group name. Actually, if you see here, the group name is also same.
Can we
Hmm.
rename?
We can rename also. Postgres is the default user, right? Normally, like how
No, no, no.
no
Group name, sir.
group group name means we can add him to other group also. Like how we are adding, right, in administrator group or
But,
other group.
but it
Yeah,
is a good practice, na, sir. For Oracle also we are using Oracle or install like that. Postgres also it will be a Postgres only.
yeah. Normally, so we can change also if want. We can place in separate group also. It's not yeah, any issue. Okay,
Okay, sir.
Mahesh. Yeah, I think Praveen, you're following, right? Or any confusion? Maybe these commands, maybe if we have to practice actually. Very simple commands, only same we are repeating every time.
Using
Okay,
every
sir.
day this.
Yeah. Regularly use commands only. These are maybe first time it will be new for us. So yeah, now say like we are ready now to initialize the cluster. So before initializing or after initializing also, actually we have every user has its own profile. Means what? Like in stuff like once you log in, user logins, like we are login like this here. Okay, switch user, username. Okay, once you log in, automatically, let's say you want to define some variables like environment variables or path. We are defining here in this file. Otherwise, every time if we want to run this in a DB or if you want to run some other commands, instead of he has to go to this folder, he has to run, right? Instead of that one, we are setting the path here, this folder path, okay, to run the, so that once he log in, so automatically the path is exported. You can see, you can work with all the commands present in this folder. like setting the path actually. Okay, let me switch to Postgres user. Right now we are in root users here, Postgres. Switch user Postgres. Okay, now I am in the with the users here Postgres. Okay, just 1 minute. Yes. Okay, right now here I am with the user Postgres, right? Yeah. So we can see like this also if any confusion is there. ID, right now we are with which ID? With the user Postgres. Fine. Now what I will do, this one we can do later after installation also or before installation also. Just we are editing the user profile. Here generally we are calling as bash profile. Vim is our editor. Okay. So VI editor like notepad. Yes, Pankaj, something you're saying.
No, sir, no, sir. No, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So just remember like cat we have seen right earlier. I have shown you cat command is what to display the content of a file. If want to modify the file, we have this VI editor. So like different editors are there here in Linux. So just I'm opening this profile just to update. These are some default options are there. Press Shift I. Okay, if I say Shift I, it is showing here insert. Now we can insert some data in this file. Let me, I want to like same, right? PG bin already we have seen default path of binaries, Postgres binaries. Just let me add here, copy, just right click here, it is pasted. Now I want to save this file, press escape, uh, shift colon. Some commands are there like multiple options are there. WQ generally we can use to exit, save and exit. Now if want to see only open the file, we can use cat command just to display here. See here, we can see this file. I'm just displaying the contents of the file. This one we have added. Okay, something is there already here. See here, PG data means by default it is already there. Means by default locations here where lib is equal 15 data. This is the default location. Means what? Like if you initialize without mentioning the location, it will take this path and he has exported already. See it, PG data. Got it, right? This is the binaries path. This is what our instance data folder path. Okay, this is our
Yes,
main
sir.
lab. Yeah, yes,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yeah. Okay. Now, suppose let's say if you are changing, if you are taking some different location, then we need to update here. Means let's say I'm trying to take here to this location where we have created here. Then we have to edit this bash profile, change here PG data. Uh, to this one. See, all these are not compulsory. Means what? Instead of remembering this, instead of going to this path, and running the commands again and again, just will say like cd dollar pg data will go to this path just. Okay.
It's
There is
like a
no,
base and home only.
yeah,
We are just
base and
setting
home.
that.
Correct, correct.
Yes.
This is the base. This is the home, for example, in case of Oracle. Right. Now, let me just initialize the cluster. So, see, generally initializing the cluster, we have to go to this location, right? Already we have set the path. That's why directly we can use this command initdb. But just for remembering, like first time we are working with, better to not remember these locations. That's why I'm using these, okay, explicitly. One second. Right. Okay. Yeah, normally say like after initializing, just we can uh, just run this source or something to run this file. Okay. Now everything is ready with us. Uh, Directly, if I say like pg underscore ctl, uh, we have to means it is recognizing actually. We have to mention some parameters. It is saying means actually this pgctl is there in which location? This location user pgsql bin means what, no need to go to that location, no need to run the command. That's why we have updated the path in the bash profile. Not compulsory but required normally for easy working. Okay, let me go to this one. We'll initialize the cluster. So we can, if we are not mentioning like PG data, it will take this default location. Okay, so default location we have seen like var lib uh, pgsql slash 15 slash data something. Otherwise, if you don't want to go with the default location, just now we have seen this is here default location. If you don't want to use, then we can go with this custom location. Normally, we have to go with custom location only in real time. So if I try to go here, already this folder is ready. Folder is created here already. Means we have run the setup, right? Means we have installed the binaries. That's why folder is created. But if you see what is there in this folder, nothing is there, right? Why? Because still we have not initialized the cluster. Okay, that's why empty folder. Now once we initialize, then we can see the files here. All the cluster related files are created here. Okay, so we go back here. Let me initialize PG data. We can use this. We go with default one. Later we'll change. Okay. Okay. Uh, Sorry. Saying var lib. Okay. Mm, 1 second. Just now we are in the same path, right? Early PG SQL 15. Okay, maybe the to go back. Sorry. Only permissions are also there. Okay. Mhm. Mm, Second. Okay. Sorry. Correct. By mistake, we have 16 here, right?
We
By
have
mistake.
16. Yeah,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Yeah.
By mistake. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Let me clear the screen.
We need to use 15 only,
Yeah.
na, sir, here
Yeah.
also.
Yeah. Correct. Actually, 15 only we have installed. Okay. Fine. So now, sir, we are going to initialize the cluster with a default folder, default location. Very fast, actually. It is saying that some warnings are there. Page checksums are disabled in this version. Installed with the character set UTF-18, UTF-8, which is a default character set here. We can change also while doing this initialization. We can mention other parameters also. Data page checksums are disabled in this version, it is saying. Permissions on existing directory, they are okay, it is saying. Creating subdirectories means in this folder it will create all the directories. Yesterday we have seen PG wall, like various folders. Default max connections are hundreds. Here we need to configure if we want more than 100 connections. Default shared buffer is 128 MB. This also we need to customize, means buffer pool area. Then default time zone is there. It has taken automatically. Depends on OS. OS level I have set this one already. Configuration files it has created. Normally we have pgsql.conf file and pghba.conf. These are main files. Other configuration files are created successfully. It is saying bootstrap strip it has executed to do some default initialization, other parameters. Performing post okay, syncing data to disk okay. So it is saying init db enabling trust authentication for local connections. By default here it enable trust authentication means what? Any user any user can connect to Postgres, but we need to change this one after installation. Why? Because everyone should not connect without the credentials, but this will allow everyone to connect without the credentials by default. Then you can change this by editing. Yeah, actually here we'll change it. This from where the connection should be made. Username, password is required or not to connect everything. That we'll see. Then you can now start the database server. See, initialization is done successfully. Now we need to start the instance now. So command it is showing very clear command with -d, the same data folder path. This is optional, means it will write the log here. Okay, so startup log. Okay, already we are in the same path actually. See, this pgctl is a utility through which we can start, stop, restart the cluster. Okay, pgctl, which is we have to use regularly.
It is same as Oracle only. CRSCTL like that. We
Yeah,
have a
yeah, correct.
PGCTL like.
Correct. Almost all they are copying. Yeah. So now, just let me suppose if you are not starting, normally we can see the process here. We can grab the processes like Postgres. Right now, here there is no process is running except this grep. Just now we have seen. Just now we have run this. But once we start the cluster, then we can see all the background processes of Postgres. Very fastly it is saying waiting for server to start, then server started. Okay, now remember everything is ready. Now first we have what are the steps? Binaries we have installed, then we have initialized the cluster, then start the cluster. Okay, three steps. Fine. Now, if I see the processes, what processes are there related to Postgres, we can see the all the background processes.
Sir, sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt you. Is there any status which we can check, like PRS in Oracle PSF in a pipeline D dot bin in that grid? We are checking the CRS CTS status CRS. Like same as the cluster services here also we can check which are the services are open and which are the stops like that. Here also status.
Yeah, we can see. But actually, there we are using the cluster services through grid, right? The cluster is working. So normally, but that cluster is different here. Just it is a standalone instance only.
Okay, okay, okay,
That's
sir.
yeah. That's why PGCTL we can use. Okay,
Okay.
to check the status. Yeah, everything.
Sir,
PGCTL. This is the
uh,
com. Yeah,
sir,
yes, Mahesh.
while we are installing Windows level, you told
Hmm.
me that there are the four features like engine and
Correct. Correct.
that
PG
we
admin.
cannot see. Yeah,
Yeah.
we are unable to see here, no, sir.
Yeah. So here, like we have seen that PG admin is also installed automatically. But here PG admin is not installed. Only engine features are installed here. Only engine plus tools, right? Contrib has
Yes,
tools
yes.
actually like PSQL tool. Okay, so now see like we can use the same pgctl command to check the status also. No need to run this much of command. We'll see. If you see the status, it is saying server is running with this process ID. Okay, server is running here. This is the process ID of the Postgres server, and it is showing very clearly this is the data folder path, data folder directory. Now, if I go to this folder, yeah, here's all the respective folders are created here. Configuration files are there here itself, HPA, and this is our main configuration file. So we have all the other folders are there, means database files related, wall files, log, all the folders are there here in the data folder. This is our actual like Oracle home directory. Fine. Just check here. That's why processes we can see by using, means currently Postgres is running or not. We can see by using grep normal, like how this is to check any process actually, not only Postgres. We can mention here like which process you want to see in Linux. With pgctl command, we can see the status. Right. Already it is running. Now I want to log in. So normally we have seen we can log in by using what? PSQL. See, connected successfully. See how it is connecting successfully without passing the credentials, right? So that's why after installation it was showing no very clear message. By default, trust is enabled, something like this, right? One warning. So where without any credentials, we can log in into the cluster database server instance or cluster. That's why compulsory will edit this file to don't allow with the trust connection. Okay, so now the other steps are same now. So normally, if I go back here, PGSQL, we can see the help of PGSQL utility. We can see the options. Hyphen C, we can mention the command also directly here, means no need to enter into inside. Directly from outside itself, we can run the commands load -d to mention the database name. We can execute the file also, means like some .sql file is there. If want, we can run directly by using -f file name. -l is a list all available databases. Like let's say like all the version. If want to see PostgreSQL version, we can see here. Like all the like regularly used commands are there here. -q quite. If you want to take some output query result into some output file, like let's say like if you want to like generate the comma separated out, like different options are there. Okay. But if our connection options are there important, suppose why, because the server is there in different host, then we have to mention -h IP address of the server, -p username, -w password. These are the connection parameters we have to use regularly, along with -d. Just now we have seen uh, database name, okay, to connect to a specific database. Fine. That is like just by using PSQL, we can connect here. Already have said we can see yesterday also list of schemas, uh, databases. Generally here we have uh, we can see like
But this
slash.
slash L will be showing the name of the templates and all like that and
Yeah,
owner,
all the databases, yes. Uh,
and
slash L.
that plus will be
Yeah, extra information, additional information. If you see here, only few columns are there, but we can see
yes.
here size of the database or schema, like in which table space it is there.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
access privileges, some extra parameters it is showing. So anyhow, we can see the help of this slash commands also. Sorry, we have to exit. So then is this? Yeah. So, yeah. Here slash question mark. These are shortcut commands actually. Respective PG commands are there. These are shortcut commands. We can check here for what which command is for what purpose. Control C. Okay. Okay. So just here like we can run the host commands like same thing, like similar to Oracle. Uh, yeah. Quit here. And we can see PGPSQL hyphen version. We can use the command also. We'll see directly with psql hyphen version. We are running with 15.0 version. If I go to psql select version, we can see the same version 15.2. This is what through SQL command. This is with command line command by passing the parameter. Okay, so that is just let's see what we'll do. We'll conclude the session. Just we have installed PostgreSQL and verified some basic commands, and we have verified how to check the processes, how to stop the cluster, start the cluster. If we want to stop the cluster, we can stop the cluster by saying stop. Okay, now your server
But
is down. Yeah, yes,
in,
Mahesh.
in SQL Server, we can see with the we can see when the services is up, when the services is
Hmm.
started. Can we see here, sir?
Yeah, here also we can see when the services are started, stop by using that same PS we have seen, right? Let me show here. 1 second. Yeah, so here it will show here how much time it has started, like date and time also it will show after 24, like something. Okay,
Okay.
right.
Or we can see in the status also, na sir.
Status
Cluster
also.
service. Yes.
Correct, correct. Yeah, we'll see that one by one. Yeah, Mahesh. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So right then we'll conclude the session. Let me stop the recording. We'll continue. Okay, tomorrow. Just we need to practice actually initial commands regularly.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Right. Okay. Okay then.